we like ourselves a good old fashioned sex scandal. And good thing like last week we had our legal correspondent on for asking for a friend. Like always, we have our sex scandal correspondent Alan to give us his insight on one of the latest ones. A bodyguard for Governor Andrew Cuomo, a gentleman by the name of Trooper Dane Pfeiffer, 35. Who was having himself a little affair with the governor's daughter. What the hell's her name? Kennedy-Cuomo.
Cara Kennedy-Cuomo.
Cara Kennedy-Cuomo. So apparently they started having themselves a courtship a short time after he took on the governor's detail. Later on, he found out about it. Now the former trooper bodyguard of the state governor is pulling detail. A little town that's about 25 miles south of the Canadian border, 160 miles north of the capital city of Albany. Again, this one brings me back to a less romantic version of The Bodyguard, starring Kevin Costner and Whitney Houston, but also revolves around a lot of movies where they say, and I think it was Mission Impossible when he says, "I want him at a satellite in Alaska before the day's over." It's just like shit like that happens, man. Shit like that happens. Alan, our sex correspondent expert, give us your take on this gentleman feeding the hoo-hoo to the old governor's daughter.
Yeah, I mean, if you're gonna diddle a politician's daughter, go local. I think go councilman. Fucking I don't know. Maybe like a county comptroller, something. Governor, motherfucker of New York. I mean, if you're at least gonna go governor, fucking hit me with a fucking, I don't know, like Idaho or something.
Alaska, which is right for the pickings, right?
Or Alaska's fucking turmoil. So perfect, but yeah, this is just dumb. I think it's bad. It's a bad move. It's a bad career move. Solid personal move though. She's all right.
Yeah, I was gonna share
right.
this.
Yes. I mean, she's got a Cuomo-y face.
There it is.
So
thank you.
It's there, but not bad. I don't know if it's worth moving to Albany and hiking up to the Canadian border. Apparently, the request was a voluntary transfer. So how did that go down? You think?
I think it went down like, okay, you listen to me. Here's what's gonna happen. You been fucking my daughter, right? I ain't gonna fire you, but here's what's gonna happen. You're gonna go back to the station, okay? And you're gonna be writing yourself up a little piece of paperwork, and on that piece of paperwork, you're gonna ask for a fucking transfer, because you're either gonna transfer to the Canadian fucking border, or you're gonna transfer to about 6 feet under the Hudson fucking River. You got it? Okay, so why don't you get on out of here, grab yourself a nice piece of pen and paper, and go fuck yourself. I'm fucking my daughter, you little fucking cunt. So that's, I think, how that conversation went down. But I do think it was kind of a good career move for the cop, because hopefully Andrew Cuomo's not a fucking a twoofer. I'm sorry, I was trying to work twoofer in there. Hopefully he wouldn't be a twatty son of a bitch, and he would just drag him aside and be like, look, you're a state trooper. This is my daughter. This looks good for both of us. I'm supporting the police. You're nailing my daughter. I hope you're not a cocksucker, because if you are, you're dead. And then, you kind of like, I don't know. I just feel like a cop dating a politician's daughter looks good, especially for the governor of New York, for God's sake. But he's just too, he's too Italian. He's too hot-headed. He got rid of him. And right. It's just like a movie script, which is what makes it so cliche.
I was kind of curious if behind all this hoopla and attention via the media, if there had been some like, but I love her, man. I'm not going. I'm not going. And he's like, listen, buddy, it doesn't. Do you want 25 miles south of the Canadian border or cement shoes? Like you got your choice. This one sinks.
You've seen me ranting and raving on television for the last year. You really, I'll kill you. Mm-hmm. This is basically all I'm saying.
And maybe the daughter, too, is like, no, I'll leave. I'll go. It's like, no, you won't. Mm-mm.
I know, but like, I feel bad for the daughter. Because, right. Again, how hot and heavy was the relationship? Was it just kind of like like kind of a screw fest that was going on? Maybe there wasn't really a relationship. Maybe there's just lot of backseat squad car steamy window action going down, which doesn't look good for anybody. But if it was a real relationship, then like she's never ever gonna find a dude because they're all just gonna get, voluntarily replaced throughout the tri-state area.
This kind of reminds me. There was a Dallas Cowboys cheerleader who started, or maybe it was a Washington Redskins cheerleader. I think it was, who started dating Chris Cooley, who then basically she was in violation of the cheerleaders union or whatever the fuck it is.
Cheerleaders Guild.
Yeah, and she just said, "All right, well, fuck it. I'm dating an NFL tight end. I don't need this shit anymore," and ended up marrying him.
You guys pay me $50 a fucking week.
Okay, fuck you. Like I'll date this NFL player who I love, and we'll get married. I wonder if there was anything like that, if that could have happened.
So I'm seeing one more piece of information that I think we're leaving out here, and that he was 10 years older than her, and so,
25, 35. That's not egregious.
So sex scandal correspondent.
Okay,
official.
Fair enough.
All I'm saying is that could be a point of contention. Alan, personal opinion, AJ, nothing but a number. Get it in. But he might have had a
certain number. Certain numbers.
She's 25, presumably on the 7-year plan at fucking, at university. She hasn't she's still maturing. 35, trooper. He's probably divorced once. Maybe he saw something there and was like, I can't be having that.
Right. Yeah. You're saying maybe the governor was like, listen, pal, my daughter has a plan and you are not part of it.
I have a plan for my daughter and you're not part of it.
This is I listen. I hope you enjoyed your time. We're not going to sever your pension. We're going to keep you. We're going to keep you on the payroll. Unfortunately, it's not going to be anywhere around the greater Albany area. We're going to shoot you a little north. You're going to enjoy your time up there.
Just going to have you using maple syrup for lip balm for the next 30 years, bud.
We'll
put
you on security detail for a local councilman, maybe a mayor of a town of 3,500, 4,000 people. You can have fun that way.
Have to block a road for the great beaver hunt up there.
Sounds like you already won the Great Beaver Hunt. And by the way, I want to see a picture of this guy. Because if he's halfway handsome, he could get himself probably a pretty rockin' deal on The Bachelor or something like that at this point.
All right, Twoofer. Damn it, Dane Pfeiffer.
I mean, his name is Dane.
Yeah.
So, take from that what you will.
Dane Pfeiffer. Let's see here. Let's see if I can find something.
What's it? Has he got a LinkedIn?
Hold on. No, this was straight up on off a Google search. I mean,
he looks like a trooper.
Yeah.
Oh, I mean, he looks all right. I mean, he's not a bad looking.
Got chiseled jaw.
Yeah, it's a lot of
very jarry.
A lot of her and the governor. So I get it. It's probably tagged to infinite amounts of stuff. But yeah, I mean, I get it. Doesn't ring any bells, sound the alarms, etc., etc.
He's definitely dabbling in some confiscated methamphetamines, if you know what I'm saying. That jawline's a little too chiseled.
Yeah, people don't get that by working out, eating well.
I work in Elkton.
That's ridiculous.
I know what a meth jawline's like.
Christ.